Well, we knew it was a possibility yesterday, and Mick met with the staff and said, he really wouldn't know until today. Obviously had a battery of tests to kind of figure out what was going on with him. And so, we had about 24 hours to really prepare for it. And but we didn't know, literally we didn't know until this morning what the decision was going to be.
Do players know the extent of this situation?
Coach met with them, before the game at about 10:30, and we got everybody in the locker room. We were always here an hour and a half before, so once we got everybody here, he talked to them about the game first of all, and then he talked to them about his condition and told them, say, look guys, I'm not dying. I've got a medical condition right now that the doctors are going to require me to stay out of the game until they know exactly how to treat it and those things. So the players didn't know, but they didn't know until right before the game.
Much of a jolt is it, Coach, for a team to lose its head coach this close to a big game?
Well, this is a hard press conference for me because the guy's been my best, one of my best friends for a long time, and it's hard, and the kids adjust, but I'm to sit here and tell you that, hey, it's no big deal. It is a big deal. Mick's put his heart and soul in this program and building this program. I've been fortunate to be with him all the way, but it's tough to lose your guy right before the game, and everybody's a little uncertain, a little unsure about things, and we didn't, I didn't think we went out tonight and played with our best effort. We were not as aggressive. We had 5 team fouls for the game. One of those was a late giveaway foul. We had 4 team fouls for the game. We weren't our aggressive self, Cincinnati basketball self, and blame that on whatever you want to blame it on. But if we're going to continue on, whether Mick is back the next game or it's 3 games from now or whenever he comes back, we got to play Cincinnati basketball, which is aggressive defensive basketball, and you're going to have to play better. Well, every coach wants to get back as soon as possible. That's just the nature of it. But Mick's a smart guy, and Mick realizes that, this is a basketball game, and as much as we wanted to win today, and as much as I wanted to win today, and the team wanted to win, the rest of the staff wanted to win, again, he has to do what's right for himself physically, because no basketball game is worth your life. There's not one out there that's worth your life. So, it's one of those deals where he's smart enough to know, and he's going to do what the doctors, because he's a guy. He wouldn't let a doctor advise him how to coach a team. He always says this, but he would. He's not going to advise the doctor how to tell him to stay healthy. You got to listen. You got to let the expert do his thing, and then you got to listen to the expert and follow his advice. And again, Mick's a smart guy, and I can tell you this. He's a competitive guy. He'll be, as soon as the doctors say it's okay, he'll be back. That I can tell you. And if the doctors say he can do limited things, if he can be in practice, whatever it is he can do, I know Mick, he'll be there. He'll do every single thing that he can do. But he's not going to put himself at danger either of dropping over.
So did he go home after he talked to the players?
Yes, because they wanted him to. They didn't want him to be here.
But was it hard for you to block it out, having just been told an hour and a half before the game with Hep and Dan behind you?
Well, I knew yesterday there was a possibility. So
not for the game today, though. With that going on and Hep and Dan behind you, could you block it out and focus on coaching?
Yeah, you have to at that point.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. You have no choice. I love Mick. He's given me a great opportunity here, and I've been glad to be with him all these years. And nobody wanted to win the game more today than me, and help win it for him. And I'm disappointed in our effort, and depending on what happens with him, okay. I got to be ready to step up my effort even more, and we got to get this group winning, whether he comes back or he doesn't come back. Now, that's our task at hand. But to answer your question, yeah, it's hard, but you got to be a professional at that point. You got to focus on the game. You got to, like we tell the kids all the time, if you come to practice, if you come to a game, it doesn't matter what's happened off the court. That's a place that that's your world. For that hour or 2 hours or whatever, you can lose yourself in that, and that's what you have to do.